So this is the last time I'm actually going to be wearing all this stuff. I just finished up my final class. I have a presentation on Tuesday, but hey, I won't need to take anything with me. I'm always prepared for that. So what I'm going to do is show you two parts, how I carry everything, and the second part I'll do a little tabletop. You can see exactly what those details are, but let's get started. So I got my backpack on. Truthfully, the only thing that's important there is we got the Fear No Evil patch just stuck on there with some staples, and then access to my pepper blaster. And so we'll go with pockets. In my right pocket, I have a Lion Steel. It's the TMP knife. It's got that royal purple going on. We got a match today. So what else do we have? Again, I'll show you close up. I'm going to show you where everything is. I also have my wallet. And then finally, I do have another mace. The reason is the backpack isn't always with me, so got that covered. I don't keep anything in the back pockets. This pocket, I keep a notepad and my cell phone, and then my keys. Got my watch on. I mean, that's it. I've definitely slimmed down since a couple years ago when I did this last video. So let's take a look and see exactly what I have with me, maybe some other options for you. Stay tuned. So if you take a look at everything we have here, one thing you might notice that wasn't there was the SOG Creed. Can't really take that on campus. That is a lethal weapon that would not be allowed. Now I know what you're saying about that. We'll get to that in a minute. But this is, you know, that's going to be my backpack. Very minimalist. I used to carry around like bandanas and first aid kits and all kinds of crazy stuff. And I realized, you know, there's a lot that you can be found within your surroundings if you're just aware of them. And once you just make that mental note to be aware of what you can use, such as, you know, taking your shirt off and using that as a bandage if you need it for that. Outside of that, there's not much uses that you couldn't use something else for that's already there for you, like a paper towel from the restroom and so on. So with that, we'll get started. This is the Kimber Pepper Blaster 2, and what I like about it is it has, you can get these suede sheaths. The only thing is, listen, it squeaks. So if you're not careful putting that in your pocket, it does make a little bit of noise, but this does fit pretty good in any backpack, and again, just make sure it's easy to get to. Just a standard phone. So this is how it's laid out in my pockets. So the standard phone's usually on top of my keys so I can get to it right away. Anything special about my keychain? I got my truck key there and house keys, separate ones. Then I also have my Maritac AAA. Has 3 different modes, and that comes in so much handy trying to get stuff when you can't see it at night. Especially when you spend a lot of time in college. Most of the time you're spending is in the evening when you don't see much, so having that is super, super, super handy. Gotta have your Sheets card, get your discounts, your little mini crowbar. That comes in handy with like staples and other stuff, and then your pen. Gotta write stuff down. This is the, can't remember it anymore. Anyways, it's just a small pen. You can use any number of pens, but that's just the one I have. Finally, I have the Leatherman Style. Biggest thing about this is it keeps that blade clean, and if you just open it packages, you get all the gunk on there, as well as it has scissors and a little nail file, as well as a little driver, which I actually use for my glasses every now and again if they loosen up, or just small electronics. And then finally, a notepad. This is obviously a lot of use, but it gets a lot of notes in, and also keeps my keys from puncturing my leg if I put something up against it. So on the right side, I have my knife. I'll show you a couple variants here in a minute. This is the Lion Steel, the SR1, I believe, or something like that. But it's the D2 steel, and I love that purple color. It's awesome. Now, you might be wondering, why do I have 2 Mace products? Backpack is with me about 80% of the time. Let's say I'm going to the gym or something like that. Still have that with me, so that is something I will take. And it just fits right there beside your wallet. No one ever notices it. If it's just that's in your pocket, it is a little more noticeable, but with your wallet there, it's okay. Try to keep it as slim as I can. Don't really want to show you what's in there, but trust me, there's not much. I guess the only thing unique was the Band-Aids, and I've gotten used to carrying a couple $2 bills because they are very fun for tips. And just, you know, someone doesn't see it before, they're like, where did the $2 bill come from? You're like, oh, that guy over there. And then the watch. It is a Dakota watch, and what I like about these is they're about 50 bucks. You can pick them up, water resistant at 50 meters. That to me is phenomenal value. And let's take a couple of other knife options. I have the Benchmade Osborne Axis. This is the D2 steel as well. I'm liking D2. It's very good steel. It's a little higher price, but I think once you invest in something like that, you can stop buying all those cheaper knives and just invest in one good knife. Check blade forms for what works for that, but those are my 2 suggestions. And then for the inexpensive one, we have a Kershaw Zing in the orange. Got to represent my colors, and it's a phenomenal knife. It is the easiest to flip that I've ever encountered, even more than the Skyline, which is definitely saying something. So RJ Martin did an awesome job. And with that, I think that's about it. That's a wrap. Thanks for staying tuned. If you guys got suggestions on what you use on a daily capacity for what you're looking for in a college student, I mean, I got the usual pen, paper, calculator, notepad, all that stuff, but specific to me that I don't think many others have, that's what we have. Now, with the knives, I did want to mention my policy on the university is such that it doesn't clearly state the 2-inch blade limit. However, I've you know, even shown these knives to the police officers on the campus, and they're just cool to see them. They have no problem with me carrying them. That might have to do something with my connections, but at the same time, it's usually not a hassle unless you bring it upon yourself. So I wouldn't get caught with it if you're doing something stupid, but at the same time, it's nice to have and be handy. Just don't make it, you know, extremely noticeable that you're carrying around something that is probably going to get you in trouble if you do. So with that, it's your own risk. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. It's Dash, the One Idea Head channel, signing off. Peace.